Have you ever caught yourself mid-sentence and thought, why do I sound like this? Maybe it's the tone you use when you're nervous, the way you raise your voice when you're excited, or the particular words you repeat without realizing. The truth is, the way you speak is not just communication, it's revelation. Every pause, every phrase, every accent is a clue about who you are. Your voice is your fingerprint of the mind, unique, revealing, and more powerful than you think. It carries the weight of your childhood, the culture you grew up in, the friends you surrounded yourself with, and the unspoken beliefs you hold inside. Think about it. Someone who's always rushing their words may reveal a restless mind. Someone who chooses precise, careful vocabulary might be showing us their perfectionism or their fear of being misunderstood. Even silence, the way you hold it, says something. Your voice is more than sound. It's a living archive of your story, your past, your present, and the self you're still becoming. And today, we'll explore what your way of speaking reveals about you. From the very first years of life, you don't just learn to speak, you absorb. You don't choose your accent or rhythm at birth. You inherit it from the people and the world around you. A child raised in a calm, quiet household often learns to speak softly, as if echoing the tone of their home. A child surrounded by laughter, arguments, or animated conversation might grow up speaking loudly and energetically, as though every sentence is a performance. Even beyond family, your voice carries the fingerprint of culture, the slang of your neighborhood, the idioms of your native language, even the pace of speech common in your city. They all become part of you. What's fascinating is that your voice doesn't just reflect where you came from. It also reveals how you adapted. Did you learn to lower your voice to avoid conflict? Did you speak faster to keep up with louder siblings? Or maybe you picked up a certain humor or rhythm from your closest friends. The way you speak is like a fossil record of your life, layer upon layer of experiences, environments, and emotions preserved in sound. The words you choose are never random. They're a reflection of your education, your culture, and the invisible groups you belong to. Think about it. Do you say soda or Coke? Do you call it apartment or flat, elevator or lift? With just a single word, people can often guess where you grew up, what media you consumed, or which community shaped you. But vocabulary goes even deeper than geography. It's tied to identity. The person who uses precise, complex terms may signal higher education, a love for reading, or even a desire to be taken seriously. Someone who speaks in short, simple phrases may be expressing authenticity, directness, or even rebellion against pretension. Every choice of word is a clue. If you call your mother Mum, it might suggest warmth and familiarity. If you say mother, it can imply distance, formality, or respect. Even the jokes, metaphors, or slang you use carry layers of meaning about what kind of person you are and who you want others to believe you are. The philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein once said, "The limits of my language mean the limits of my world." Your vocabulary is not just how you describe reality, it is the very boundary of your reality. What you don't have words for, you can hardly think about. And what you do have words for, you reveal, whether you intend to or not. If vocabulary is the skeleton of your speech, then tone and pace are its heartbeat. They reveal not just what you're saying, but how you are inside. Think of two people telling the same story. One speaks quickly, words tumbling over each other, their energy spilling out as if they can't keep up with their own thoughts. The other speaks slowly, measured, leaving space between words as if each one must carry weight. The story is the same, but the impression is completely different. Your pace of speech often mirrors your inner world. Fast talkers can appear passionate, anxious, or persuasive, as if they're trying to make sure you don't look away. Slow speakers can seem thoughtful, confident, or even intimidating, drawing people in by refusing to rush. Tone works the same way. A rising intonation at the end of sentences can suggest curiosity or insecurity, while a steady, calm delivery radiates composure. A clipped, sharp tone can feel like discipline or irritation. Even laughter, sighs, or the way your voice cracks mid-sentence give away more than you'd like. People don't just hear your words. They read your rhythm, your pauses, and your emphasis. In this sense, every conversation is a performance, whether you intend it or not. And often, it's not the script people remember, it's the delivery. You can say the exact same sentence in 10 different ways, and each time, it can mean something completely different. "I'm fine" can sound comforting, sarcastic, angry, or even heartbreaking, depending on the emotion behind the words. That's because the voice is inseparable from emotion. Even when you try to hide how you feel, your body betrays you. Anxiety tightens the throat. Joy lifts the pitch. Sadness softens the tone. Excitement speeds the rhythm. These changes happen before you can consciously control them. Think of your voice as the messenger between your inner and outer world. It carries things you might not even be aware of. A tremor that reveals nervousness, a pause that betrays hesitation, a sudden drop in volume that shows vulnerability, and then there's silence. Silence is not the absence of voice, it's the most powerful part of it. The way you hold a pause, the moment you choose not to speak, often says more than 1,000 words. It can create suspense, intimacy, or even tension. The voice is emotional truth leaking into the open. You can dress your words carefully, but the sound of them often exposes what lies beneath. So, can you change the way you speak? The short answer is yes, but not completely. Actors, public speakers, and leaders spend years training their voices. They learn how to project authority, soften their tone for empathy, and even adopt accents that aren't their own. With practice, you can slow your pace, strengthen your voice, or expand your vocabulary. You can even retrain your breathing so your voice feels steadier under pressure. But here's the truth. Some parts of your voice are like fingerprints. They are deeply woven into your identity. The cadence you picked up from childhood conversations, the phrases you absorbed from friends, even the unconscious way you laugh or sigh. These are much harder to erase. The key isn't to silence your natural voice, but to become aware of it. Self-awareness is the real transformation. When you recognize how you sound, when you notice the tension in your throat during stress or the rushed pace when you're anxious, you gain the power to shift it. Not to become someone else, but to become a more intentional version of yourself. Your voice is both flexible and fixed. You can polish it, train it, and shape how the world hears you. But its core will always be a reflection of your authentic self. And maybe that's the most powerful part. Your voice is yours alone, a blend of your history and your choices, inseparable from who you are. The way you speak is not just communication, it's biography. It tells the story of where you came from, the people who shaped you, the cultures you've walked through, and the emotions you carry today. Your vocabulary traces the boundaries of your world. Your tone betrays the state of your heart. Your pace mirrors the tempo of your mind. And your silence, your pauses, often speak the loudest truths of all. So the next time you hear your own voice, don't dismiss it as just sound. Listen to it as you would listen to a friend. Ask yourself, what is my voice saying about me that my words are not? Because your voice is more than an instrument. It's a map. It points back to your past, and it points forward to the person you are becoming. If this video made you reflect on your own voice, give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. What do you think your voice reveals about you? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and philosophy. See you in the next video.